In 1934, there was a meeting in Nuremberg, Germany. At that meeting, two main laws were passed relating to race. One was that only white Aryans, quote unquote, could be considered citizens of Germany. The second was that the second law prevent the mixing of races between what was considered the superior race, the Aryan race. Those were people with blonde hair, blue eyes, and were Caucasian. With other races at that time, it wasn't just the Jews. I mean, the fact of the matter is that this law forbade any mixing of any races that were non-Aryan, such as Indian and such as black. Okay, what a lot of people don't know, what the history books aren't telling you, is that there were Americans at that meeting. The Germans saw the U.S. as the poster people for genocide because of what we did to the American Indians. Uh, However, what was interesting is that they did not agree with our practices of lynching, of killing black people, of mobs, etc. So uh, it's ironic that the Germans believed in a more humane means of genocide. They called it ethnic cleansing. Uh, talked at a previous post about how, again, this is a fact. The preamble of the Constitution excludes people of color, women, uh, calls American Indian savages, calls blacks three-quarters of a human rather. Uh, so I mean, again, uh, our population is approximately 60% Caucasian now. One in five people now has some type of Hispanic heritage, while in the remainder of the world, Caucasians only constitute 8 to 10% of the population. So that whole misguided, arrogant theory that Caucasians are the superior race is nothing more than a fallacy. Uh, we all originated in Africa. We know that now. We have one common ancestor. It was a woman, a black woman in Africa. Okay, well, evolution is a very real thing. Evolution uh, allows you to survive changes in environment. The only reason that humans are alive now is because of evolution. We evolved different characteristics. We evolved a stronger immune system, which sadly makes you more prone to autoimmune disease. In the animal world, grizzly bears evolved to polar bears. Polar bears are bigger and stronger, but grizzly bears maintained a stronger bite and they're more vicious. Why? Because polar bears have to maintain energy to a decreased metabolism in order to survive longer. Because they live in the Arctic tundra, they have to. It's harder for them to find food as opposed to grizzly bears. I mean, have an abundance of food, and they've got to be more vicious, have a stronger bite because they got to take down animals like moose. So I mean, different. Let's not call race because we're all one race. I mean, we're human race. Different colors just pertain to changes that occurred due to evolution. When humans moved north, uh, there was not as much sunshine, so they had to lose some melanin in the skin. It Vitamin D is essential. Without vitamin D, you don't live. Okay, vitamin D makes you more anti-inflammatory. Inflammation is responsible not just for diseases like lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, multiple sclerosis, but heart disease, uh, diabetes, etc. Okay, so you need vitamin D. Some of my ancestors were black. Some of my ancestors were Caucasian. Also, we evolved straight hair. My hair is kinky, as you could see, but they evolved long, straight hair so that it could cover your carotid arteries. Back then, you grew long hair. It covered the carotid arteries in order to maintain the brain warm. Otherwise, you develop brain dysfunction and die. So those are facts, okay? But again, going back to the Nuremberg meeting, this proves that the United States is the epicenter of the world when it comes to racism. Uh, We are a racist country, sadly intended to be whites only, and this is not working out because that's unrealistic when only 8 to 10% of the population in the world is Caucasian. So, the more you know. Have a good day.